Hello and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Matt from Cleveland Sex Therapy. I'm a licensed clinical therapist and A-Sex certified sex therapist. In this first of two-part video series, I'm being a little vulnerable and sharing some of my struggles with being poly. In this video, I explore what was difficult for me in the beginning as I was unlearning monogamy and learning poly. And in the second part, I will talk about my current struggles. So with that being said, let's dive on in. So I have decided that I'm going to break this down into 6 problem areas I experienced. The first one was uncertainty. I was scared shitless of what could happen. When you grow up in a monogamy-centered culture, there is a clear script. Date, commit, move in, maybe marry, maybe kids. Poly blows that script up immediately. Suddenly there are more variables, more people, more emotions, and just more unknowns. My brain kept running worst case scenarios on a loop. What if someone gets hurt? What if feelings change? What if boundaries get crossed? What if this completely blows up our relationship? Uncertainty is incredibly activating for the nervous system, especially if you are someone who likes predictability or emotional safety. I had to slowly learn that uncertainty does not automatically mean danger. It just means something new is happening. This fear was so loud, I thought for sure someone would swoop in and take him away from me. Even as a therapist who understands attachment theory, I still felt this fear deeply. Someone else might be hotter, more fun, less stressed, better at sex, more emotionally available on the right day. My brain compared constantly. This fear was less about my partner and more about old attachment wounds. The story underneath it was if somebody else meets his needs better, I will be disposable. Poly has a way of bringing abandonment fears straight to the surface. It does not create them, it exposes them. That part was uncomfortable, but also incredibly revealing. I also feared that I would leave him as well. This one surprised me. I do not think it gets talked about enough, but there was also this uncertainty that I could find somebody else, someone who fits me differently, someone who awakens a new part of me, someone who makes me question what I want long term. That was terrifying because it challenged the identity I have built around being a good partner. What if poly revealed truths I was not ready for? What if growth meant change? This fear forced me to confront the idea that relationships are not secure because we trap each other. They are secure because we choose each other over and over again. This next fear is pretty common and I work with it often, but will I be judged by strangers? The short answer is yeah, you will. Some people will judge you. Some will misunderstand. Some will assume things about your values, your commitment, or your sex life that are wildly inaccurate. I worried about being seen as irresponsible, greedy, or incapable of commitment. I worried about being reduced to a stereotype. This fear was really about shame and visibility. Being poly meant being more visible and less able to hide behind social norms. That took time to build tolerance for. Let me just say, if people tell you they don't care about what other people think about them, they're lying. We do care a lot, and we should care about the people that we love, what they think of us, right? Because they are the ones that we show our true, authentic selves to. This fear felt heavier. Friends and family matter. Their approval matters. Their confusion can hurt. Their questions can feel intrusive, even when they are well-intentioned. I worried about disappointing people. I worried about losing closeness. I worried about constantly having to explain myself or defend my relationship. One of the hardest lessons there was learning that being understood by everyone is not a requirement for living my authentic life. Lastly, this was a huge fear for me. How do we actually do this? What tools do we need? What happens when jealousy shows up? What happens when somebody gets hurt? What happens when we mess up? Poly requires intentionality, communication, repair, boundaries, emotional literacy. You cannot wing it. Gosh, I see clients wing it all the time. You cannot wing it. What helped us was realizing that the goal was not perfection. The goal was resilience. The goal was sustainability. Learning how to come back together after rupture. Learning how to stay curious instead of defensive. Listen, poly is hard. Everything I just talked about is incredibly common to fear. None of this means you are bad at poly or doing it wrong. It means you are human. For us, finding a good therapist was huge. Having a space to slow down, unpack fears, and build skills truly made a real difference. If any of this resonated with you, you are not alone. Let me know what you thought of this video. Please like and subscribe for more sex-positive content. And stay tuned for part 2, where I will talk about my current struggles with poly. Until next time.